was a yoga instructor, supple and sweet with impeccable form. You tell yourself that you could have fucked her, but you were too busy with internet porn. Lovely Elaine offered care and affection. You might have been the one she adored. Took you forever to get an erection, and when you looked up she was out of the door. Don't despair, sweet child. Your midnight queen's gonna make everything alright. You may do the walk of shame come morning light, but your midnight queen's here to hold you tight, and you promise it's just one last time. Jose Luis was a fella from Grindr, 'cause desperate times call for desperate needs. He only served as a painful reminder that you weren't designed for that kind of misdeed. Amelia kept you deep in the friend zone, pills and persuasion that earned you a date. But you know what happened with too many benzos. Offended and ended, you just masturbate. Don't despair, sweet child. Your midnight queen's gonna make everything alright. You may do the walk of shame come morning light, but your midnight queen's gonna hold you tight, and you promise it's just one last time. So when you're done bad and feeling dejected, all dressed up and sexed up with nowhere to go, there's always one name in your long list of exes that you can depend on and never say no. Everyone needs someone to rely on, a lover who cares when you're broken and small. One day you'll find a shoulder to cry on. Till that day comes, you know who to call. Don't despair, sweet child. Your midnight queen's gonna make everything alright. You may do the walk of shame come morning light, but was a yoga instructor, supple and sweet with impeccable form. You tell yourself that you could have fucked her, but you were too busy with internet porn. Lovely Elaine offered care and affection. You might have been the one she adored. Took you forever to get an erection, and when you looked up she was out of the door. Don't despair, sweet child. Your midnight queen's gonna make everything alright. You may do the walk of shame come morning light, but your midnight queen's gonna hold you tight, and he promised it's just one last time. Jose Luis was a fella from Grindr, 'cause desperate times call for desperate needs. He only served as a painful reminder that you weren't designed for that kind of misdeed. Amelia kept you deep in the friend zone, pills and persuasion that earned you a date. But you know what happened with too many benzos. Offended and ended, you just masturbate. Don't despair, sweet child. Your midnight queen's gonna make everything alright. You may do the walk of shame come morning light, but your midnight queen's gonna hold you tight, and he promised it's just one last time. So when you're done bad and feeling dejected, all dressed up and sexed up with nowhere to go, there's always one name in your long list of exes that you can depend on and never say no. Everyone needs someone to rely on, a lover who cares when you're broken and small. One day you'll find a shoulder to cry on. Till that day comes, you know who to call. Don't despair, sweet child. Your midnight queen's gonna make everything alright. You may do the walk of shame come morning light, but I can't breathe my way to peace.
All right, everybody, welcome to IUF1 League, and we are here on Season 7, Round 8 at Bahrain at the Champions Tier Division, and we are ready to get this started. And also, shout out to our sponsors, AxcelSports.com. They got really awesome racing gear. And also to the band that gives us our music, Soulfang. Let's keep that going. And we will be starting here on quali here very shortly. Alright, let me go ahead and get this all set up so we can get some of the info for all of you guys. And there we have it. We got the first couple cars coming out on track. And before we start watching, let's just go ahead and go down the grid. We will have a few more drivers, I believe, joining us here late. But we do have Leo Hamilton in the Ferrari, Sexy in the Mercedes, MFG in the Haas, NTE Da in the Aston Martin, Gary 5000 in the Ferrari, the Wicken in the Williams, Lucky AlphaTauri, Wayne in the Alpine, Kuto in the Mercedes, Dre Dude in the Alfa Romeo, Marlon Kanga in the McLaren, Mr. Alan Toast is running reserve tonight in the Red Bull, Rob Stark, Aston Martin, Gorgo, McLaren, Senni, Alfa Romeo, and Meeminator in the Williams. We're going to go ahead and find the farthest car out on track to see who is going to do the preliminary lap times. Don't mind me here, I am just going to mess around with this for a second. There we go. Alright, right now we are currently on board with AXV Kuto in the Mercedes. Going to go ahead and start heating them tires up, and he's going to be going out onto the last turn to start his first qualifying run here tonight at Bahrain. DRS is open, going down the front straight. Let's see. And remember, this is the Champions Tier Division, so there is no assist here. Nice turn one, a slight little lockup on the front wheels, but it did not look like it affected him that much. Coming straight on through, a nice turn. Getting back onto the throttle, coming up to this nice S-turn into the end of Sector 1. And this is going to be the first lap time coming down, so he will have the preliminary pole. Keeping it nice and straight and clean, keeping it in within the white lines. And this right here is one of the harder turns at the track, but he does it very nicely. Sorry, we had a little technical difficulty. The light stream did not change it. I'm going to try to get that to change right now. There we go, we got it. And then Kuto is crossing the line, and the preliminary lap time is a 1:30.8. Gonna go on over to MFG here. He's on his first lap time, sector 2 with a 1:18.9. And Dre Dude just crossed the line with a 31.2. All right, let's see what he can get. Mr. Alan Toast went to P1 with a 29.3. And MFG crossed the line with a 41.9. We're now watching Gary 5000 in the Ferrari. Looks like he's going a little slow there, but it's alright. Coming into the last couple of turns here. Just one of the longer stretches into the last turn. He's going to drop it down, get a little squirrely there, but he's going to keep it. And Gary is in P8 with a P9 now with a 49.3. And Meebinator also crossed the line in the Williams with a 29.5, which brings him up to P2. Alright, here we go. And we have Wayne. It looks like he'll be on his very first qualifying run of the night. Looks like he locked up there a little bit going into the end of sector 1. He's going to get back onto the throttle. Oh, and it looks like he just crossed the line and he invalidated his first lap time. So here we go. We have Sexy here in the Mercedes, starting his first run of the night. Coming through nice and smooth, keeping the throttle up. Through these really nice S-turns, and it looks like he just put a purple sector 1. So it looks like Sexy is on a very good lap. So let's see if he could get that pole position and pass Alan Toast with his 29.3. He's being really smooth on the throttle and braking. Coming through the turns very nicely in this Mercedes. He's got a purple sector 2. He's on the lap. Last turn. Coming through, kept it within the white lines. DRS will open. And he was able to get a 130.5, which brings him up to P4 position. And here's Leo in the Ferrari. Last turn. Looks like this will be his first lap as well. And Leo went up to P4, the 30.4. 30.3, I'm sorry. Alright, everybody. We just gotta wait and see what's gonna happen here. It's looking like a couple drivers one or two may get into the 28s. I'm expecting Alan Toast to throw on the softs and get down in there. But here we have Kuto in the Mercedes again, starting his second lap. His first lap was a 30.8, so let's see if he can improve on that. And we currently have 9 minutes and 20 seconds left in this qualifying session for Bahrain. Going through the turns, not locking them brakes up. It's looking very nice. Oh, and he gets a little squirrely. Front brakes looks like they locked up, but he's getting back onto it. Let's see how if he could still improve even after that small mess up. He is definitely pushing through. These last two turns are two of the most understeery turns for this racetrack, so these can make or break people's qualifying runs and in the race coming up into the DRS zones. And AXB Kudo with the 30.0, he did improve and he went up to P4. And here we go. Wilkin has started his second lap. And then NTE Dodge just passed for a 29.2 to take preliminary pole position. Let's see if any of these other drivers can put them up into at least the top 5. Get this grid mixed up a little bit. So far, Wilkins nice and smooth on this racetrack. Took that turn very nicely. And good for the Ferrari to get out of the way. Gotta love to see the nice racing etiquette and qualifying etiquettes going on here at Champions Tier at IUF1. And there you have it. Wilkin is currently almost 3/10 down. So he may get pole here. May get to up to P1. Coming through the last turn. DRS will activate. And there you have it, a 30.6. So he did not improve. This looks like Sector 3 is where a lot of these drivers are struggling. And there's Mevinator with a 28.7. That is the first driver to get into the 28s here at Bahrain at Champions Tier Division. Right now we're watching Sexy in the Mercedes. I'm going to see if he can get up into that top 5. Oh, and he did cross the white line, but it did not look like it invalidated him. And there's Mr. Alan Toast coming back at the Williams driver with a 28.3. That is one of the faster times that we may see here. It looks like Sexy's doing a pretty decent job even after that little mishap earlier in his qualifying run. Coming up to the last turn. Slamming that throttle down through the floor. Go ahead and see what. Oh, and there we have it. MFG has spun on track. He is off track, and it doesn't look like he has received any damage on the car. So, yeah, he's just going to go ahead and get on out of there. He looks like he's fine. And here we go. Gorgo in a McLaren. Looks like he did invalidate. Alright, so now we have a little over 3 minutes left in qualifying, so the drivers will only have one more chance to do one more qualifying lap to try to get that pole position. Try to get the best starting grid possible. And there we will see who will get pole. And if anybody, or even if Mr. Alan Toast can beat his 28.3. All right, here we go. Kuto has improved with a 29.6, and that will be his last lap out on this track. So he is currently P5. I'm going to go ahead and go up here onto Alan Toast, see where he's at. All right, he is just starting his outlap. So we will go back to him shortly. Like Sexy ran off track a little bit, but I think he's just sitting there warming up his tires some more. And here we go. Dre Dude moved up to P9 with the 130.5 in the Alfa Romeo. It's a pretty decent lap. Top 10 for Dre Dude currently. And the person that is at risk of falling out of the top 10 is currently MFG. And his current time is at 130.573. Alright, we're going to go ahead and go on up to Alan Toast. He is going to be starting his final lap here. Coming out of the last turn, using all of the track. DRS is open. A little smoke from the tires, but he is flying through this first couple of turns here. A very fast driver, and he is making this track look pretty easy with no assist right now. Coming up to the long left bend. Slamming that throttle through. It looks like he put up a purple sector 2 here. Coming up to the final turn. And he does keep it in the white lines. So let's see what he will get. It is a 28.1. Meebinator following right behind him. It does not look like Meebinator was able to improve. Now we are watching NTE Dot in the Aston Martin. He is currently P3 up and he is pitting now. So that is it, folks. Other than Gary and Rob, if they can improve. Gary has improved. He went up to P9 with his 30.1. And Rob Stark has pitted. Alright, folks. We are going to take a short break. A 5-minute break for everybody to go stretch, take a rest, get a drink, do whatever they need to do. And we will be back here to do the main event race at Bahrain. Do we need to do a lobby restart? People can't people can't get into their strategies. Yeah, I'm gonna do I'm just gonna go to the stream. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to the stream start page, and then yeah, I want to make an announcement real quick. Hold on. Yeah. All right, folks, we have a little technical difficulty, so we're going to be doing a lobby restart, so we will be back here shortly.
Jenna Marie was a yoga instructor, supple and sweet with impeccable form. You tell yourself that you could have fucked her, but you were too busy with internet porn. Lovely Elaine offered care and affection. You might have been the one she adored. Took you forever to get an erection, and when you looked up she was out of the door. Don't despair, sweet child. Your midnight queen's gonna make everything alright. You may do the walk of shame come morning light, but your midnight queen's gonna hold you tight, and you promise it's just one last time. Jose Luis was a fella from Grindr, 'cause desperate times call for desperate needs. He only served as a painful reminder that you weren't designed for that kind of misdeed. Amelia kept you deep in the friend zone, pills and persuasion that earned you a date. But you know what happened with too many benzos. Offended and ended, you just masturbate. Don't despair, sweet child. Your midnight queen's gonna make everything alright. You may do the walk of shame come morning light, but your midnight queen's gonna hold you tight, and you promise it's just one last time. So when you're done bad and feeling dejected, all dressed up and sexed up with nowhere to go, there's always one name in your long list of exes that you can depend on and never say no. Everyone needs someone to rely on, a call. Don't despair, sweet child. Your midnight queen's gonna make everything alright. You may do the walk of shame come morning light, but
Alright, folks, we are back. Sorry for that. We had a bit of a bug in the lobby. Race will begin at 6:43, so that should be in around 30 seconds or so. Thanks for holding in there, and yeah, we will soon get to see round 8 at Bahrain for the Champions Tier Division at IUF1 League. Looks like we're having yet another technical difficulty with the game servers, so we will be back once again shortly.
Was a yoga instructor, supple and sweet with impeccable form. You tell yourself that you could have fucked her, but you were too busy with internet porn. Lovely Elaine offered care and affection. You might have been the one she adored. Took you forever to get an erection. She was out of the door. Don't despair, sweet child. And the night queen's gonna make everything feeling dejected, all dressed up and sexed up with nowhere to go. There's always one name in your long list of exes that you can depend on and never say no. Everyone needs someone to rely on, a lover who cares when you're broken and small. One day you'll find the shoulder to cry on. Till that day comes, you know who to call. Don't despair, sweet child. Your midnight queen's gonna make everything alright. You may do the walk of shame come morning light, but your midnight queen's here to hold you It's been a frantic kind of evening, and I can't breathe my way to peace. I need some help to calm my mind, quiet the noise, slowly unwind. Close my eyes and melt into the deep. I believe in chemical meditation, a little push and gently disappear. And now I've found my way to balance, and now I've dosed myself in calm. Transcendental, my prescription, drug-assisted introspection, silence and relief until the dawn. I believe in chemical meditation, a little push to slowly disappear. I just need some medical inspiration to sideways and float away.
All right, folks, we are back. We are ready. Lobby looks like it should be good to go. Sorry for the technical difficulties here. We're having major issues with the lobby starts and bugs and this and that. You know, the usual sorts. But it looks like we should be good to go. Game is currently loading up, and yeah, we'll start getting underway here at Season 7, Round 8 at Bahrain for IUF1 International F1 League. We just have to sit here and wait for the drivers to pick their tires, put their setups in, get their strategies going. And I wanted to go ahead and get this stream running so we do not miss any piece of this race here. Should be starting here any minute, and here we go. They are lined up. The lights are going, and they are off. Here we go, Nivenator and Alan Toast side by side going into turn 1. And there you have it. Mr. Alan Toast was able to defend Nivenator right off and get back into P1 position. There you go, folks. Side by side going in. Wilkin into Williams trying to pass Kudo, and he makes the move. Let me go ahead, and there's your possible strategies for this race. Just trying to get this all set up here for you folks. All right. And it looks like everybody is currently going back into the line right now. Everybody's trying to form up, and we did lose a couple of drivers with the lobby restarts. A couple of people did have to retire early, but that does not mean... Oh, and it looks like MFG has spun starting Sector 2, so he will be falling behind there. And it looks like Mr. Alan Toast has starting to pull away from this pack slightly. Nivenator is trying to stay into that 1 second gap for whenever DRS does turn on. NTE Dot is making a move. Is he able to pass him? No, he's not. Nivenator does defend very well. Let's see if he's going to make another pass here. It looks like he's going to try to go for it. Braking early. Oh, and he gets a little bump onto the back right rear of Nivenator. He's going to have to fall back in line and going to try to have to attack him again in a later time. It looks like these guys are going to start battling each other here shortly between P4 and P6. They are lined up and very tight against each other. Little lockup by Wilkins. Starting into Sector 2. So far, everybody is just staying in line, trying to get their moves. Trying to get some kind of opening here. Gotta love to see this tight pack racing here. with no assists in the championship tier. But now it looks like Alan Toast is just starting to pull away from the rest of the pack. We are currently on board here with NT Daw to see if he can make anything. The DRS is enabled now, so he will be able to use DRS on the next available part of the track. DRS is open, but he is just not close enough quite yet. It looks like Wilkin did start on the softs. Most of the grid did start on the mediums, except for two other drivers, which is Lucky and Gary. They did opt to start on the hard tires. Oh, and it looks like Gorgo has made a pass. They were running side by side, and he was able to get right through Wilkins. Oh, and Wilkins rear ends. Oh, that is not good. It looks like he locked up going into the turn. And he did secede the position, but now they are both very far back into the pack, falling down into P10 and P11. And it looks like Meebinator has spun, and Meebinator does have damage. That is not good for me. He did have to wait. He lost his entire front wing. And Mr. Alan Toast with another fast lap. It's hard to see that. It's going to be real hard racing for these guys now. Dre Dude is right on the back of Kuto. He does have DRS, and Kuto is 6 seconds behind Dante, currently running in P3. So Dre Dude does have the advantage here coming up into the next DRS zone. But it looks like he's having a bit of an issue with this car. He's gonna have to go out wide onto the track. It looks like Kuto may be safe here with those bit of mishaps, and he's locked up again, but he did manage to keep it straight. Good on Dre Dude for keeping it straight and getting his head right back into the game. Meebinator went ahead and pitted to get a new wing and to set the hard tires. He's gonna have a long race ahead of him. But here we have it, folks. That is racing for you. Looks like Leo may try to make a pass. Oh, he's getting right up onto him. Is it going to be textbook? No, side by side into turn one. And Leo is able to stick that car straight through and make the pass on Lucky for P5. And then now there is a virtual safety car. It looks like the Wiccan in the Williams did DNF. The currently virtual safety car, and these cars will have to slow their speed down. We may possibly... It seems like it might be a little early for any of these cars to pit, and the VSC may be out prior to them even getting to the pit lane, so there probably won't be any advantage. All these cars are slowing down and possibly riding the brakes, try to keep them tire temps up to working operating temperatures. It looks like Gorgo just got a drive-through penalty as well as possibly Dre Dude. VSC is ended, and we are back to racing. have it. I think this is going to be the closest pack here, and it looks like Dre Dude is pitting, and he is going to serve his drive-through penalty. Sexy right now trying to make a move on to Lucky. Oh, and they bang. He went a little hard on the brakes there. Looks like he locked up a bit. With no damage to either cars. Here's Dre Dude coming out of the pits with medium tires. Gonna go right back into Lucky, Sexy, and Leo. They are all trying to get into another position. Leo did lose his top 5 spot, but he is right on the tail of Lucky to try to get that Sexy to get that back. It looks like MFG is starting to work his way back into a fight, while Meebinator is currently 51 seconds off. But it looks like he is going to start running that car and trying to push some tires to the limit. Oh, and it looks like Leo got a little squirrely and a little loose off the last turn, and Sexy was able to take that P4 right back from him. And he will have DRS, so he will have a little bit of a momentum there to kind of try to break away from Lucky. And now Leo does have a 3-second time penalty. That is but here you go, folks. I think this is the most exciting part right here. P4, P5, and P6 has been battling out in the last 7 laps and switching positions back and forth. A little update on the leader, Alan Toast. He is currently leading from Dante in P2 by 4.8 seconds. Now that Leo does have that 3-second time penalty, he's going to have to try to push that car really hard to gain as many positions as possible so he does not fall behind at the end of this race. Here we have it. It looks like Lucky's going to be a bit faster on the straight. They both have DRS. Going into turn 1. Oh, and they do a switch. Side by side, turn 2. Still side by side. And it looks like Lucky's going to get the move. And then, oh, Leo has just gotten the rear tires loose a little bit, and now he's going to have to work back way. Meebinator with the fastest lap on the hard tires with the 32.2. And then here we go. We have Dre Dude and Gorgo. Gorgo looks like he got loose on the same turn as Leo as well. So Dre Dude is going to take that position up to P7. And then there we have it again. Another mishap on the track. We're currently back onto Lucky's AlphaTauri. He's trying to get to that P4 position, and they will be coming up to the final turn into their DRS zone. Let's see if he can make another pass. DRS is open. And it looks like Sexy is going to try to block. No, he went back onto the front. Looks like he backed off there. There is a caution. Gary has spun, and Meebinator is now back up into P10. Alright, why is this doing this now? There we go. Alright, Luck is still not close enough for Sexy to make a pass, even on the DRS zones. It looks like Sexy just went a little wide, coming up into this long left-hander. Now Lucky is right on the back end. Alright folks, here we go. Coming up into the DRS zone, it looks like Lucky is pushing. His car is a bit faster on the straights, and he makes a move up into P4. Passing Sexy, and there you have it. Another nice overtake into turn 1 for Lucky in the AlphaTauri. Currently on board with Dre Dude in the Alfa Romeo. He's just sticking with Gorgo. He is trying to push his way up there so he can make a move in the future. Well, I do have to say, just for having 12 drivers on the grid, one is currently DNF'd. We have already seen some drama on track with a couple bump and runs, a couple people losing the rear end, but this is pretty exciting for a Champions Tier race. And there you go, Dre Dudes went off the track. He's got to get back onto it. And we still have Sexy and Lucky sitting here battling it out. I don't think these two guys are going to quit. It's currently lap 11, so these medium tires are going to be pretty worn out right now. I believe that we will start seeing the medium tire drivers pitting starting around lap 13 till lap 16. Or we may see somebody try to do a medium soft. I do not know what these guys have in store. Oh, and Sexy got a little understeer there. Currently 4 penalties. Leo Hamilton in P6 has a 3-second penalty. Gorgo P7 3-second penalty, and Dre Dude in P8 with a 6 seconds worth of penalties right now. Oh, it looks like earlier I did miss it, but Dante did pass Alan Toast for P1. Here you go, back again, P4, P5, Lucky and Sexy. Everybody, all the other drivers on the grid are pretty spread out right now. So we're going to have to wait and see what their strategies are going to do. If some of these drivers can undercut one another, or what tires they will be going onto. These two are currently the closest cars on track till we get to Alan Toast and Dante. Alan Toast is currently 1.3, so Dante is safe for now from having DRS. It looks like Alan Toast is pushing. He's starting to gain a couple hundredths on him. He got another 10 to go before he can get DRS. Will he get it? No, not quite yet, but he is right there. Here we go, MFG in the Haas. Coming up on the Dre Dude. They are both on 11 lap old mediums, but MFG will have DRS now. Let's see if he will try to make a lunge for it into turn one. He's side by side, and he was able to make it, but no, he went way far off, missed the braking point. And then now he is in danger of getting passed by Meave, and Meavinator is able to pass MFG. We're going to go back up to Alan Toast and Dante fighting for P1. Alan Toast is currently less than 6/10 off of Dante. Let's see if he's going to be able to be close enough, keeping it just on the edge of track limits. He is DRS open, making the move, and a clean overtake prior to turn one. Oh, but Dante is getting there. No, not quite. And there you have it. Second pit of the night. Kuto is pitting for the hards. Dante is right on the back end of Alan Toast. Let's see if Dante has something up his sleeve to try to get that P1 position back from Toast. There you have it again. Meavinator went for a pass on a Dre Dude. Meavinator's making moves. He's back up into P7. He did start P2 in this race, but lost his wing early on and had to pit for the hards. Less than 6/10. Oh, lost a little bit. Looks like Alan Toast is definitely trying to push this car to break that DRS from him. But he's just not quite there yet. This car is definitely fast on the straights here. Gorgo just made a move, passing MFG. Gorgo is on fresh hards. And there you go. Sexy is the next driver to pit off of the mediums. Kuto is going to be able to pass him while Sexy has pitted. Kuto was able to overtake Sexy with his pit stop. Straight is now pitting off of his medium tires. Dante still sitting on the back of Alan Toast. He's getting pulled. It looked like Toast has got his rear end got a little loose coming out of the second last turn. That's going to be a good news for Dante here. But we are in. Oh, they are very close. Dante is pitting, so he may get the undercut on Alan Toast here. Alright, right now, folks, it looks like all the drivers are split up pretty far. People are pitting. There's still yet to be 5 drivers have yet to pit. So we will see what goes on here in the future. There we go. Leo just came out behind Sexy with a fresh set of hards. Does not look like he's going to be close enough to have DRS. He's going to have to work his way back up into there. And right now, Sexy does have the advantage because his tires are heated up. And he will have more grip compared to Leo on this outlap after his pit stop. But right now, Leo is doing a pretty good job of trying to push this car through and get these tires heated up. And Alan Toast has not pitted yet. So it's going to be interesting to see what Toast is, if he's going to go onto the softs later on and run these mediums out a couple laps longer. Got to try to find some action here going on, and it looks like Dre Dude has spun, so he's going to fall down into last place in P11. Hamilton is still trying to push his way up to Sexy. But it looks like he's got a little ways to go here. About 2.5 tenths off. Alan Toast right now is just leading the pack by 21.7 seconds. And now Alan Toast is now going to pit. Let's go to Dante to see if that undercut did work to his advantage. It's going to be close here. Alan Toast did pit for the soft, so he is going to have the tire advantage, but Dante was able to pass him. But Alan Toast on the softs is really close behind him. Just outside of DRS, but those soft tires are gonna work into his advantage. Dre Dude with another 3-second time penalty, and I believe that's going to bring him up Up to 12 seconds worth of penalty for Dre, but here you go. Helen Toast is less than 4/10 behind Dante. He is pushing this car hard. He's gonna have the DRS open here. And he makes the textbook pass right prior to turn 1 for P1. And now these soft tires are just going to start working for him. They should be heated up. Dante does have DRS currently, but it's going to be a battle to see if he can pass Toast on these softs. Meebinator with another fastest lap of 31.5 currently on the mediums. There it is. Leo is getting a little bit closer to Sexy. Still not in DRS range, but he has made up some ground to try to get that position back from him. There is another caution. Here you got another time penalty. He is getting closer. He's only 1.2, 1.3 seconds away from having the DRS range on the Sexy. Oh, and there's another time penalty for Leo. This is not good. He just barely went off track limits. Now the back end got up. Virtual safety car. VSC is out. Looks like Dre Dude retired on track or possibly wrecked. I cannot see it currently. This is where one driver is going to pit. MFG is pitting for fresh softs in the virtual safety car. That's going to give them a little bit of an advantage here. So currently on the grid, the driver with the oldest tires will be Gary with 19 lap old hards. And he is currently sitting in P10. And now he has just gotten a drive-through penalty. That is not what he's going to want to see. Alright, so now we got a huge split on the cars. But it looks like Meebinator is going to get a pass on Gorgo because Gorgo has pitted. Gorgo has currently pitted and he may be going on to some fresh softs here on the last 8 laps at Bahrain. It's been a bit of a rough race here for Meebinator. Starting in P2, losing his front wing, having to drop all the way back down on the first couple of laps of this race, going on to the hards, but he is making his way through the field slowly but surely, and right now he's currently sitting in P7. And it looks like Alan Toast's strategy has worked out, not only on top of being pole sitter, but also going on to the mediums for 16 laps and then switching on to the softs. Even though Dante did get the undercut, Alan Toast was able to make those softs work wonders compared against those older hard tires for Dante's Aston Martin. The one thing that would make this race very interesting if there was a full safety car on these last couple of laps where all these drivers could get right back up in, so we could see an all-out battle. But right now it looks like Leo is still trying to work his way back up to Sexy. He is fairly close. Just 1.4 seconds off. He is pushing it, and Leo has gotten into the DRS range. So he may be able to work his way up into Sexy to get that position overtake. Even though he does have the penalties, these drivers do not want to back down from a challenge. And they want to finish at the highest position they can on the racetrack. At the end of the day, that's all a racer really wants. Looks like he's getting closer. Sexy may be struggling on them hard tires. Oh, and he is right on the back end of Sexy coming into Sector 2. Making a move. DRS is open. I don't think he's going to try to make the pass right now. He may wait onto the front stretch. He will. He's going to try to wait into the front stretch, but Sexy even goes a little wide. Still able to keep the position. But now coming up into the last couple of turns, he's going to have to fend Leo off and get them elbows out as wide as possible. Leo locked up just a little bit coming into the last turn. Gonna lose maybe a tenth or two. But he's still close enough. Sexy's blocking off to the outside and going back onto the in. Leo has yet to make the pass. He is just biding his time and waiting for the perfect moment. He is running this car nice and smooth here. Looks like Sexy just locked up just a hair coming through that downhill turn. but he is still fending Leo Hamilton off fairly well. This is probably one of the best battles that I've been seeing. It's been the entire race from lap 1 to lap 25. Leo has lost DRS on Sexy, so he's going to have to work his way back up. And then let's go check out our leader. He is currently leading the race at lap 25 with a 9.6 second lead because of those soft tires. He is definitely doing some work there with that car in the Red Bull. Kind of looking like a reminiscence of Max Verstappen from the first race of this current season. Just barreling through these turns on those softs, running that car as hard as he can. And now Dante with a 3-second penalty. That may hurt him in the end, but he is currently 10 seconds ahead of P3, which is AXV Kuto in the Mercedes, followed behind by AXV Lucky in the AlphaTauri. This field is pretty split up right now, so we're just going to go through the field with Alan Toast currently in P1, Dante in P2 with a 3-second penalty, Kuto P3, Lucky is currently P4, Sexy P5, Leo is currently in P6 with 6 seconds worth of penalties, and Meebinator P7, Gorgo P8 with 3-second time penalty, MFG in P9, and Gary 5000 in P10. It looks like Leo's currently struggling on those hard tires. This is getting into the later run of the run here. I had to mute my mic there for a minute because my dog wants to scream and yell. Alright. Trying to find any action going on here, but I don't think there really is. All these cars seem pretty spread out. They're definitely spread out, and it looks like Alan Toast is about to lap one of the other cars. Sometimes it is a bit distracting when you're trying to pass a lap car. It is ghosted, but still it is quite distracting, especially with no assists here. Looks like Lucky may start running closer to Kudo here. They are both on different compound tires, and Lucky's mediums are 3 laps fresher than Kudo's. coming down to the final laps here. It does not look like there's going to be a change in positions anywhere. Unless one of the drivers do spin out. Alright, here we go. Alan Tost crossing the line to start the final lap, and then Gorgo just put one down, the fastest lap with a 1:30. Looks like Meebinator put down a purple sector. Sector 1, he is pushing. He is pushing for that fastest lap right here. And Meebinator got another purple sector on sector 2. So he is in line for the fastest lap. Here we go. Let's see. And he gets it with a 1:30.1. And here we have Mr. Alan Tost coming into the final turn with a 17-second lead. And he will cross the line for P1. And followed up for P2 is Dante in the Aston Martin. And then there you have it, P3 for Kuto and P4 for Lucky. And the Mercedes driver crosses the line for P5. Leo Hamilton in the Ferrari crosses the line for P6. And Meebinator in the Williams for P7. Gorgo coming around the final turn. And there you have it for P8, Gorgo. Alright folks, that was it. Season 7, Round 8 for Champions Tier Division at Bahrain. Your driver of the day is Sexy in the Mercedes. As soon as we get the results, we will go down the grid. Alright, and there you have it. P1 goes to Alan, P2 Dante, P3 Kudo, P4 Lucky, P5 Sexy, P6 Leo, P7 Meebinator, P8 Gorgo, P9 MFG, P10 Gary, P11 Dre Dude, and P12 Wiccan. Alright folks, I have run out of time to be able to do the driver interviews, but tune back next week on Mondays at 6 p.m. Eastern Time for Champions Division. Don't forget, on Tuesdays we will have Tier 1 Division at Bahrain at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, and on Wednesday we will have Tier 2 Division at Bahrain at 7 p.m. Eastern. Y'all have a good night.